Hey everybody, welcome to Country Girl. Today's video I'm going to be giving my husband a haircut. I had to give him a haircut anyway, so I just thought this would be a neat little video that I could share with y'all. Anyway, I'm doing it in my big bathroom. We've got some plans for today, so I just figured I would go ahead and do that. And so I hope y'all enjoy watching this, and let's get started. Yeah. All right, you gonna turn around and say hey? Tell everybody, say this is Country Boy.
This is Country Boy.
And what's happening to you today?
I'm getting a haircut.
Okay. Just so everybody knows, I'm not a professional hairdresser. I don't claim to be, so don't try this at home. I just felt like that if you can do something yourself to save money, you should. I've been cutting my husband's hair since we got married. Did I cut your hair before we got married?
Yes.
And I cut my father's hair. I cut my mother's hair. I'm a lot better on men's hair than women's because, you know, my daddy and my husband just have the standard haircut, men's haircut. So I've not practiced it enough to do all kinds of other stuff with it. So when I do my mother's hair, I mean, I think it looks okay, but it's probably not the best just because I'm not good with shaping up longer hair. But anyway, I'm just going all over his head, and I'm just cutting everything about the same length. He hadn't had a haircut in a while, so it looks like I'm taking off quite a bit. I always start on one side, and then once I get that side done, I will move to the other side. His hair used to be really thick and curly, but since he's gotten older, his hair is actually straightened out and gotten thinner, of course. But it's still a lot thicker than my daddy's hair. Him and my daddy compete on who's going to get a haircut first. But my daddy has really thin hair, and it don't take me that long to do his. I just cut myself. It takes me a lot longer to do Lonnie's. And what I do is I just go up to the top and I part it over to the side. I usually do that before I start cutting this, but I didn't this time. But I'm just going to kind of like brush this forward toward his face, and I'm just going to trim up this way. To get the fuzz part here, and then I'm going to cut around his ears, and I just brush this down. And anything that I don't get like this, I use the clippers too, so I can always go back and get it with the clippers. But I want to get all this behind his ear cleaned up, and then okay, so anyway, that's this side here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the middle part, and I'm just going to pull it up and trim off the top. And I'm just going to do that all the way back, even across. I just keep cutting myself, I swear. You don't have as much there, so, but normally I would, you just go all the way back. And then I'm going to blend the sides and the top together, and when I pull it up, there will be like a little peak here, and I'm basically just cutting that peak off. You don't want to cut too much. And you want to slant upwards because the hair in the top is going to be longer than the hair on the sides. I do it. Of course it's sticking up, but I'm gonna wet that down. Now I'm just gonna brush everything to the other side. And I'm gonna do the same thing on this side that I did on this side. This side of his hair is thicker than the other side. So I'm going to do the same thing where the side of his hair and the top. I'm just going to cut off that little peak. All right, look down. I'm just going to cut straight across and just kind of round up on the ends. You still got like a little bit of flip there on that, so I'm going to work on that in just a minute, but you just want to make sure it's even. So what I usually do is I kind of lift it up with my comb to kind of layer the very tips so that it's not, you know, so straight. And I just kind of like pull it up here, and then I just run my scissors across the comb just to get the tips off. And it just kind of thins it out as it goes towards the bottom. If I get any a little bit uneven, I can straighten that up with the clippers as I go around to do that. And I go this way because his hair grows this way. And when I'm done, I will take the cape off and kind of like go around, buzz around his neck area as well. And sometimes I shave his neck also, sometimes I don't. It just depends. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm just going to trim up his eyebrows. And what I do to do this, dust his face off a little bit. I just take the comb. Excuse me for this comb because it's kind of dirty right now. Still got hairs and stuff stuck in it. But anyway, so I'm just going to pull this around, and whatever pops up through here, I just trim over top. Comb kind of works as a barrier so that I don't completely eliminate his eyebrows, but yet it gets off the longer hairs. And if there's any that I don't get, like, you know, he's got one that grows right in the center, I just clip that one. Now I'm going to just take some clippers and clean up his beard, and I'm going to clip his mustache over his lips where it's hanging down. And I just go over it until I don't hear any more hair getting caught in clippers. And these clippers that I'm using are Wall. This is a peanut. I did buy this at Sally's a while back, and it was really worth it to get the more expensive clippers. I think these were on sale for like 70 bucks, but I bought these like, gosh, probably 8 or 10 years ago. And the ones like my father buys is fairly cheap from like Walmart and stuff like that. They just do not do the job. I mean, they just don't. So anyway, now I'm just going to trim over his lips, pucker up. Okay, so look down, please. This is the final product. With his haircut. So yeah, he's got like a little peak that wants to like go into a point there. But look up. Smile, country boy. You want to look at the camera?